Oh, peace, everybody. Peace, everybody coming in the room. How's everybody doing today? Jesus. Nah, it's not Jesus. It's the Christ conscious, though. Peace reflection. We always doing better. We just always elevating, constantly vibrating higher and higher. It's a beautiful day. We at peace. We feel good. We're vibrating high. We're focused. Yeah, peace reflections. Peace, everybody come in the room. Yeah, so today I want to talk about victim mentality. Because it's an epidemic. It's rampant. People want to victimize themselves. They want to blame other people, point the finger. And you know what? I feel like we all fall into this pattern, from time to time. We all fall into trying to be a victim or blaming something outside of ourselves for where we are now in life or what's going on to us or what's going on with us at any point in our life, right? Like, it's crazy because when you really look at things, there's nobody else to blame but yourself. Why is that? Because you have choices every single day. Every single day we have the opportunity to make choices. We have the ability to process thoughts. We have the ability to choose which thoughts we want to give energy to and which thoughts we don't want to give energy to. Every single day we're given this opportunity. And for some reason, some of us, more than others, tend to fall into a victim mentality. We tend to fall into a mentality that says that we don't have power in our life, that we don't have the capacity to be able to take control of what it is that we're doing. So when we do that, realize that you are already losing, because the moment that you give your power and the ability to make substantial change within your life for yourself and your reality, you already lost, because this means that you don't have ability to make change either. You just leaving it to exterior forces or forces that appear to be exterior of you. And although that is easy to do, and I feel like we could fall into that because sometimes feeling bad feels good to people. Sometimes that emotion becomes addictive and people fall in love with feeling bad. And that's why you have like all these certain things that come as a manifestation of that. Like you have certain genres of music that put out a vibration of sadness. You have certain genres of music that put out the vibration of suicide or wanting to do harm to yourself. And there's all these manifestations of this frame of thought, this vibration that people put out, and it manifests in many different ways, whether it be through music or through different styles or through whatever, it manifests into the material world and materializes, and then you see the residual of a thought. You see the residual of what you chose to give energy to, because if you focus on a thought long enough, it doesn't matter. It's gonna manifest. It must, because that's universal law. You putting out a vibration into your universe. The vibration is sent out from you into the universe, and you get it right back. It's the law of correspondence, cause and effect, karma, however you wanted to call it. So if you decide that you're a victim, then the universe is going to give you only more situations where you can call yourself a victim. It's only going to give you more opportunities to be a victim. And every chance that you are faced with, everything that happens in your reality, that's your default. You're gonna go back to that. Like, why does this always happen to me? I have the worst luck. And you're gonna start casting these spells into your reality, like in a way that's inviting more of that into your reality. You see what I'm saying? Because you're powerful, and we don't even realize how powerful we are because we're so unaware of our power. We like to think that things are happening to us rather than they're happening as a result of what we put out into the universe, or that it's happening to make us better and so that we can learn and evolve from. We put ourselves in a position to not take responsibility for what it is that happens in our life. And I'm so grateful for every opportunity that I have because it's made me a better person. Everything that I've gone through in my life, in my existence, that I continue to go through has made me a better person. I can't say that any experience has been bad because at the end of the day, I took something good from it. I took the positive from it. You know, everywhere I go, I've been an asset because I choose to be an asset. I choose to develop skills that help people in any situation that I'm put into. It's like I want to be of service. So that's who I am. I'm not putting myself in a victim mentality to where I'll be feeling sorry for myself. At the end of the day, I want to go get it for myself, and I want to be the one that's taking charge and control of my reality, because if I don't take control of it, somebody else will. And that's the bottom line. That's what I want to share, that don't let anything outside of yourself take control of your reality and what you want to manifest and what you want to be. Realize that you have the power today to impact your life and as well others. You have the power to either be great or be mediocre. You could just wither away in a 9-to-5 and work a regular life if that's what you choose. But on the same token, you can be great. You can do things that nobody else has fathomed to do or has the courage to do, because all reality is possibilities. And you have the possibility to tap into the possibilities. If you can fathom it and imagine it and put your focus on it, you can do that and accomplish it. I truly, firmly believe it, because I've seen it played out, and I've seen it play out within myself. And even to the point where I am now, I know that I haven't reached the apex or the pinnacle or the climax of what I am to become. But along my journey and based off of where I came from, I know that I'm progressing. I know I'm moving forward, because even being in the position that I am right now, I would have never, or it was kind of hard to imagine at one point. It was like I didn't really know that I was going to go out on a limb and take the journey that I did. But now that I did take the journey, it's like the possibilities have opened up. It's like there's nothing that I feel is beyond my grasp. Like I feel like if I can imagine it, if I can focus it, if I can give it enough energy, that I can bring it forth and materialize it and make it happen, People still asking about, just stop asking, because we already explained the situation. We're not going to talk the way you want us to talk about. We're vibrating high. Like we're not going to go into that. We already explained that. So I'm not even going to give that energy. So I know that it's possible to achieve greatness, because every day, everything in my life is a confirmation of that. Everything that I've experienced has been a confirmation of that. For me to be where I am right now and to be in the position that I am now, I am grateful for the experiences that brought me to this position, because it's like the first step is that leap of faith that you have to take to the universe, that you have to send the vibration out that you are open to become who you say you want to become. Because a lot of people want to become somebody. They want to be this great person and do great things in life and want to start these great things with their life. But what the actions that they take don't show the universe that that's what they truly want. If you say that you don't want to work a job, that you want to be independent, but you're so focused on going to work, you're so focused on leveling up in your workplace and doing all that, that's sending out the vibration of that action, which is only going to give you more of that. You're going to have more inclination and more opportunities at that workplace that you're at that are going to keep you in that situation that you say you don't want to be in. But the moment you decide that you want to give full action and full access to the universe to portal into you and to attract to you what you say you truly want, that's when the magic starts to happen. But this is the scary part, because it's like jumping off of that cliff, off of that waterfall, you know. You just have to know that it's going to be fine. You're going to have to know that you're going to land in the water and you're going to be fine, you know. It's a leap of faith. But the universe needs to feel that vibration for it to give you what you say that you want. You feel me? So you can't just talk it. You can't just talk it. At some point, you're going to have to live it. You're going to have to experience it. And this is what we're about. You know, this is why we get up every day. This is why we live the life that we do, because everything is a vibrational signal to the universe to say that we want this. We want to live in tune with nature. Okay, then I live in tune with nature. I go out, I ground, I embrace the sun, I eat from the earth. All of this is just sending signals to the universe that this is what I want for my reality. We don't lock ourselves up in a room and stay in a place that's not conducive to us and not get any sun and not eat from the earth and continue to our old patterns. We have to take action. We have to stop thinking that it's not within our control, because it is. Everything that you want for your life, if you could just take control, you could manifest that. You could materialize whatever you want. You just got to take control, and don't let nothing stop you. Really, don't let nothing stop you, because there's going to be a lot of interference, a lot of insulation, because not everybody wants the same thing. So people who want something other than what you want are going to try to shift your focus so that it could serve their purpose. And that's why we talk about aligning yourself with people who are on the same frequency as you are, who think the same thing that you do, and who want to live the same life that you do. Because then there won't be like this people trying to take you off your path, because the path that they're on is the same path that you're on. Therefore, you're building together to get on that path and stay on that path together, you know. But if you're around people who want something different for their life than you want for your life, then it's going to be a constant battle. These people are going to be like, you should get a job. You should go to work. You should do this, because that's what they want to do with their life, because that's how they see life, because that's how they perceive life. See, we're only limited to our perception, what we perceive life to be. The moment that you allow somebody else's perception to overtake and overpower your perception is a moment that you have already vibrationally detached from sending out the signal that's getting you what you want out of life. That's why you got to stay focused. That's why you got to be around people who are on the same journey as you, who are thinking the same way that you're thinking. If they're not, then it's not conducive to build relationships and stay with those people, because at the end of the day, you came on a mission. Everybody has a mission, has a purpose in this reality. The only difference is that if you align yourself with somebody whose purpose is contradictory to yours or isn't aligned with yours, that it becomes insulation. It becomes interference for your own purpose. This is the only reason we say to people to detach from anything that doesn't serve them. It's not because we look down upon anybody. I don't look down upon people living in Babylon, and people working jobs, and people doing anything. I don't look down upon anybody because I realize that that's me, you know, and that they serve their purpose. At the same time, I don't build relationships and give too much energy to these people, because they're not aligned with my purpose. See, I came here on a mission. I'm here to live in tune with nature. I'm here to show people how to live in tune with nature. I'm here to live in harmony with nature and understand myself to its highest capacity and live the divine truth, you know, that I can collect for myself. So it will behoove me to surround myself around like-minded people, you know. So when we say to separate yourself and cut yourself off from anything that doesn't serve you, it's not because we hate anybody or because we look down on anybody. Because at the end of the day, we're all energy, and we all serve a certain purpose as the energy that we manifested in this realm to fulfill. But when we understand what our purpose is, and we want to get there quicker, and we have the intention to live our purpose, then we'll align ourselves with people who are conducive to the way we think. Because First of all, because it just feels good. You ever been around people who think like you and who want the same thing out of life as you? It feels good. It's a good vibration because it's a vibration that's not destructive, but it's constructive. That means it's building more. It's creating more of what you want. That's why you have good vibrations, what they call good vibes, when you're around people who think like you. It's the feeling, first of all, that feels pleasant because of its very nature, it is a positive thing. But when you're around people who are not in alignment with what you want, you feel just the opposite. You feel a vibration within yourself that's telling you to remove yourself from that situation. So let your heart, which is your electromagnetic field, be your guide to how to navigate life. Because before you speak, your energy has already spoken. This is why you can walk in a room and feel somebody's energy without even talking to them. You know a little bit about what they're going through. You know if they're feeling a certain way without even talking to them. Because electromagnetically, your heart puts out an electromagnetic field that extends about 10 to 15 feet from the person. This is a vibration. It's a wave that entangles with other people's waves, electromagnetic fields that they're putting out. So you walk in a room, this person's putting out electromagnetic field, your electromagnetic field is now in the same vicinity as them. The waves, when they come together, they can either create a constructive interference, which means the waves entangle to make the wave bigger, create more of this vibration, or they could do the opposite. They could clash and reduce the vibration that you're putting out. This is what we call positive vibes, good vibes, and bad vibes. Simple as that. That's just the science behind that. And so you can look further into that, but I just say that to say that you should be aligning yourself with people who think like you, people who are on the same vibrational frequency as you, because it'll help you in life. It'll advance you to get to where you want to go quicker, for one. For two, it'll make you feel good. You'll be happier. You'll be healthier around these people. And it's as simple as that. It's not so complicated. It's just, it's crazy because we give the science to why this is so. We give the science, the biology, the quantum physics to why this is happening, but you don't need it. Because there's plenty of people who are already applying this knowledge without knowing the intricate details. Because life is simple. We can make it complicated, but it's very simple. You can feel people's energy without knowing the science to why that is. It helps to know the science because in an age of information, we've created a lot of doubt because there's a lot of information out there. We don't know what's right, what's bad, what's good, what we can take from us for ourselves. But at the end of the day, what you can realize is the most important information that you can have, because you know it's real by being able to feel it. You know it's real by when you stand next to somebody and you can feel their energy. You can feel that they're having a bad day, or you can feel that they're ecstatic about something. That's real right there. You can't deny that. So we can give you the science behind it, but at the end of the day, life is pretty simple. You just gotta be aware. This is consciousness. Consciousness just means to be aware. Just means to know what's going on in your reality. You see, in Babylon, people are walking around not aware. It's not that they're bad people. It's not that they're worth any less than I am. It's just that they haven't been awoken to reality. They've been asleep because they're under a program. They're under a spell. They've been programmed to only see life for what somebody else thinks that they should be seen by as. So when they look at an object, they don't look at it as somebody who is awake would look at it. When they see a car, they just see a vehicle that takes you from point A to point B. They don't see the rubber that was taken to make the tires that came from the earth. They don't see the metal that was alchemized to form this shape. And they don't see the oil that was pumped out of the earth in order to create a fuel that would sustain this vehicle to be able to take you from point A to point B. They're looking at it things very surface level. But when you're awoken to reality, it's like you can't unsee the reality behind the illusion. it's like you look at things and it's like you see things for what they truly are. And that's why being in an environment that's taking and raping so much and pillaging from the earth is hard to be in, because you can see the amount of devastation that this planet is enduring because of our ignorance. You could see like, wow, this city is so draining from the earth. It's taking so much energy from the earth. Look at how much energy can it possibly take to sustain this city, this tumor on this organism we call earth. This is what you start to see. And that's why it becomes hard to be in that environment, because it's like, damn, like I'm a part of this environment that's destroying the planet. I don't want to be a part of it. I want to live in nature. I want to leave the smallest footprint that I can. I want to do the best that I can to not affect this planet negatively. If anything, I want to affect it positively. I want to plant trees. I want to get in tune with nature. I want to produce my own food. I want to produce food for other people. I want the ecosystem to be better than it was when I came into it. See, that's the type of thinking that we're on. That's the vibration that we're on, is being the force that heals and not the force that makes sickness, not the force that is destructive to the planet. It's having the thoughts that could save you and heal you from yourself, not the thoughts that distance you from knowing who you are. You feel me? So this is the awakening that we're talking about when we're talking about consciousness. It's not what you might think it is. It's consciousness just means awareness. It's not, there's a lot of people conscious community and all of this, but it just means awareness. It just means to know what you're looking at. You could look at a tree and just see a tree, or you could look at an organism that harvests energy from the sun and that is rooted into the earth and that is connected and that is a mirror organism to what you are. That it has cells just like you have cells, and that it harnesses energy just like you harness energy, and that it produces just like you produce, and it emits and receives electrical signals just like you do. This is the type of consciousness that we must come to so that we can live in tune with the planet, with this organism. You got to look at things differently. Even everything that happens in your reality, you got to look at it differently. And this is what I was coming back to, being a victim. Don't be a victim. There's no power in being a victim. Victims are only subject to what's happening around them. They have no power. They have given up their power. They have chosen to look at life in a way that doesn't empower them to take control and get what they want out of life. We must step out of this victim mentality. We must take control of our reality. What do you want out of life? I guarantee you, if you give it enough focus and energy and attention, you could accomplish it. Don't let even nobody like me stop you. Don't let anybody, even somebody you hold high esteem, stop you from evolving into the person that you know that you are, that you feel that you are. If you feel it within, it might not be as surface as others is, but if you could focus enough attention, you could bring that out of yourself and you could become who you know you are. And don't let nothing stop you. You got to be relentless. You got to be willing to give up everything to chase this. You got to stay focused and be diligent with it and dedicate your time and energy. That's all you really have, because at the end of the day, the information is out there. We've already in the age of information. Everything is on the internet. You can't say that it's not available. It's already there for you to use. You just got to access it. And you already got a phone because you're looking at me through this device. So you can't say you don't have access to it. You got to apply the information. Once you know it and you study the information and it's here, you got to put it into action in everyday life. You got to, if you learn about grounding, you damn well better be on the earth for at least as long as you can, wherever you're at, every single day, putting that into practice. If you learn that the sun gives you vitamin D and that it produces certain hormones within your body, you better be getting that sun every single day, making the time to apply the knowledge. This is what I did along my journey. When I woke up, I went crazy. I started applying all the knowledge. I started living it extremely, like you don't even understand, like to an extreme default, because I was so set. I was so excited that I had learned something. I was like, damn, I knew there was more to life. I just didn't know what it was. And now that I know, I'm grateful. And because I'm grateful, it's going to show in my actions. Because I'm grateful, I'm on the ground. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to absorb the sun. I'm going to surround myself with beautiful people. I'm going to vibrate high because I know now. Before I was asleep. I wish that I would have known. I was longing, searching for it, but I didn't even know what I was searching for. I just knew there was more to life. So when I found it, I'm like, bet. I'm by the ground every single day faithfully in a little apartment in Southern California. I was right there. Neighbors looking at me like crazy, like I was crazy because I had my shirt off. I was in some little shorts that I would roll up to try to get as much sunlight. And I would just sit in the sun, like just listening to a download or a podcast or anything, you know. And I would just be getting sun and meditating and just thinking about being grateful and all these things and this information and processing this information, you know. And it was like I didn't care what people thought, you know, at that time. I would go to the park. I would do the same thing. People would be looking at me crazy because they didn't really understand it. Because to me, to an insane person, what I was doing looked insane. But a sane person looks insane. But really, I just was awoken to the reality of things. And of course, it's going to look weird to somebody who's not on that frequency, who's not vibrating there. But at the end of the day, those people don't care about what you think about them. Just because the majority of the population is living like them, don't let that stop you from living the truth. Because eventually, they'll come to the truth. And you got to be the person who's going to bring them to the truth. Because it's inevitable. Everybody must know the truth, especially in this age of Aquarius that we're talking about. This is what it represents. Knowledge is accessible to everybody. In the Piscean era, where we come from, it was a small amount of people held the knowledge. And they would have these people come to them to get the knowledge because they were the only ones that held and knew it. So you would have these people that would rise because they had knowledge and that the people had to follow them because they have no access to the knowledge. Now we came into the Aquarian age. Now we got the internet. Now it's the information age. Everybody could access the knowledge. Everybody has access to the knowledge. If you go on your phone right now and type in grounding, you can find a video about grounding. You can find people doing experiments about grounding, explain to you how grounding works, how to make your own grounding pad, how to stay grounded wherever you at. It's simple. Now, no, it's fireworks. It's, you know, Christmas time, so people letting fireworks off. Now, you have access to all that information. Anybody can. You just have to have the drive, the will, the desire to want to get that knowledge. You see? So this is what the Aquarian age represents. It represents that all the secrets of the universe are being revealed. So there's no more secrets. It's out in the open. Everything that there is to know is up for grabs. You see what I'm saying? So everybody has access to it. Now you become your own leader. You become a leader of self because you have access to all the information. You just got to apply it. This is the new age. We got to align with this. We can't resist the universe, the cosmos, what's meant to happen. This is what's going on. And if you try to resist, you can't because the universe is going to overpower it. Because this is the way of the universe. We just must align ourselves with it. We must not go against the flow of nature. We must align with the flow of nature. You feel me? So the information is out there, like I said. And once you get information, it is your duty, your obligation to share this information with others. That's the only thing you gotta give for the information that you get, apart from applying it to your life, is to share it with others so that they could know the information. Each one teach one, like my reflection said, you know. So yeah, never put yourself in the victim mentality. Always know that you have complete control of your reality. Just know that your thoughts got to stay positive and vibrate at the frequency of what you want out of life. Whatever you put out to the universe, you get that right back. So stay positive, vibrate high. And Migo's doing great. He's with his mother right now. And He's eating or sleeping. That's one of the two right now. That's all he does. But he's doing well. We're all doing very well. And we're just so grateful to get all the support that we've been getting. We are very grateful. And, we appreciate all the support that people have been sending our way in form of donation or just positive energy. Because when you send us positive energy, like that does a lot for us too. That's like, to us, that's like the universe sending you a confirmation that you're on the right path. That's like the universe saying you like good shit. Like, because that's how I look at it. Like, I look at you as the universe. You're a part of myself that's sending signals to myself to let me know something about myself. So if you tell me that, hey, good looking, I vibrate to you, what you're saying is true, I support you, and you're on the right path, that's how I look at it, That's the universe. So we appreciate the love and support. We truly appreciate the love and support. It does not go unnoticed. Even just saying, peace reflection, thanks for the live, whatever, or if somebody donated even $1, it's like, I'm grateful that you're in my reality to bless me like that. And you will be blessed tenfold, because anything you give to me is the vibration that you're putting out into the universe, and you best believe that you're going to get that back, So, of course, we're going to be fine. In my reality, it has no other option but to be good, to be straight, to be great, to be the best version of myself, to be happy, to vibrate high. That's how I think. I don't leave room for sadness. I don't leave room for not to make it. Maybe, I hope. No, we speak in terms of this is the vibration that I'm gonna get out of life. Because if you could feel it, say you put out, you say like, oh, I'm not feeling too well. The minute you put that vibration out, you're already asking the universe to give you more of that. And it's not that you ignore things, but you put yourself in the thought that will produce a feeling good. So you say, damn, I just picture the feeling of me being out in the beach, enjoying the sand, enjoying the water, and being happy and blissful. That feeling right there, the feeling that thought produced is a vibration that's sent out into the universe. So this permeates through the fabric of reality, and then it shoots back to you more of that. So you become a broadcasting tower for whatever you want out of life. What broadcast are you sending out? Are you sending out a positive broadcast, a negative broadcast, a happy broadcast? Are you sending out a broadcast of being in tune with nature? Or are you sending out a broadcast that you think you got to work a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life? What broadcast are you sending out? Because that's exactly what you're going to receive back. So that's the way I look at life. That's how I'm focused right now on what we're manifesting, because I know it's going to come into fruition. It has no other choice but to. You got to bend reality to your will. Reflection. Don't become a victim. Realize that you have the power to manifest whatever you want if you can focus enough attention, focus enough energy, dedicate enough time, dedicate enough energy to that purpose, to that cause, to what you want. So that's the message I wanted to share with y'all today. Let me see some people trying to go live. Let me see if these people, person will come in the room. Yo, peace. Worst Cooks in America, Sunday, January 6th at 9 on Food Network. TLC's #1. Okay. On a new night. I guess they're not gonna show their face, or maybe they just put their phone down. But yeah, if you want to connect, we connect. You could hit me up in the inbox too. We connect that way. Whatever the universe puts in your heart, whatever you feel, you should do that. If you feel like you should hit somebody up, it's probably because you should. If you feel it in your heart, usually it's called intuition. You want to act on that intuition. So, that's all I'm saying. All right, let's see if this person will answer.
Yo, what's good, bro?
Yo, peace.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. My question is I done tried to reach out to Nature Boy, just on the process of what do you do to leave the United States or Babylon as y'all call it, right? And nobody wants to get that information out. Like, is it a certain amount of money that, you need to move over there? I understand the universe will provide for you. I understand whatever energy you put into that, that is what you will get back from the universe. But my understanding is this. I just can't leave America with nothing in my pocket and say, okay, I'm going to go to this foreign country and, and live off the land without having any financial stability. So my question is do you just pack up all your stuff and leave and, try to find land over there, or what is the process? What is the process that you would recommend? So I'm definitely getting ready to get out of here.
Okay. All right. So you're right.
Hold on, maybe
I understand where that question coming from. And it's like we get this question a lot, and the perspective that we have on this is like I'm gonna try to share it with you. Nature or the universe doesn't work how we've been taught to think. Like the programming that we've been given as far as thinking that we have to have a certain amount isn't how reality is set up. That kind of thinking is suitable for Babylon, but it doesn't work in nature because nature is a different system. Nature is self-sustaining. Nature it has certain rules and laws that it has to abide by. So when you say how much do I need, it's kind of a foreign language to somebody who's in tune with nature, because in nature nothing is seeking to have a certain amount for it to take action. Everything's already aligned and in tune. So I know it's like a transition that you're trying to make from Babylon to nature, but it's just like I was saying, everything is vibration, energy, and frequency. When you tell the universe that you're ready, you do it with action. You put out the vibration of action. It seems like it's a leap of faith, but it's really a leap of knowing when you understand the law behind it. When you understand that the action you take is a vibration that gets put out into the universe, you know that you're going to be good. So it seems like faith, but faith is really knowing. It's knowing because you're putting out that vibration into your universe. So right now, you're putting out the vibration into the universe that you're not sure if you're going to make it, that you're not sure if everything's going to be all right, because you're trying to calculate it to the point where.
No, I'm just saying, like not to cut you off, but just to interject for a second. What I'm saying is, okay, say I go to a foreign country, you have to live, and I understand that the universe will provide, but my thing is this, is maybe it is, maybe you're right, but maybe I am unsure if I'll make it, you know what I mean? But I don't know, man. It's just like I want to go somewhere and I want to be able to live, and I want to be able to live, not in like a shanty town or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to be able to live halfway decent and live off the land and filter my water and stuff like that. But maybe that is what it is. Maybe I'm for sure.
Yeah, what you're speaking about, like all of that is pretty minuscule. Like that's just the specifics of it, but the vibration that you're putting out, that's what you gotta take into consideration. That's what you gotta be conscious of, how you're thinking about the situation, how you're feeling about it, the vibration that you're putting out. Everything else is just semantics. Everything out is just like people think it's they have so many questions, right, when they're gonna go to a foreign country, like what do I need, what kind of paperwork, all of that. It's easy. It'll work out. Like you'll figure it out along the way. But what I'm saying is you don't want to leave from a vibration of doubt or insecurity, because that's what your universe is going to give back to you. You want to take the action and the journey on a vibration of knowing that you're going to be provided for, of knowing that everything is going to come into alignment. That you want to be vibrating at that place when you do leave. You feel what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy? I already like I already do that, like with the universe. I know, I own a couple of businesses now, which I really don't own, but I understand that part. But it's crazy because I, give money to the homeless, and I know it's gonna come back. It just comes back in different form. But I guess this is a big leap of faith, should I say? You know what I mean? Like it's something big for me to move, from out the country and just, transition. And I guess that's the stumbling block that I have to stop doing, is telling myself that how much money I need, just move, just get out, just leave. And I appreciate you, brother, for answering my question, because I've been looking for answers, and I had already had the answers, but you just confirmed my answer. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Every time you have a thought that's like a doubt, or a thought that's on the vibration of having doubt, just check it in your mind. Just be like, nah, like I'm straight, I'm provided for. Just check it with a positive thought. Don't let it just linger, because then it lingers and then it increases, and then you start giving it energy and focus. And you know what I'm saying? Before you know it, you're like, I don't know if I could do this, and you're kind of backing out, So just always correct the negative thought with a positive one.
That's crazy, though. I appreciate you, bro. You answered all my questions, man. Much respect, man. And you know what? I just want to throw this out there real quick, not to take no more of your time, because I know there's other people with other questions. Is that when I go to the casino, my wife, she always talking about like, yo, I can't win. I say, you always thinking negative. If you think positive and reconfirm it with a positive, and just keep going in that direction, then you'll win. And it's crazy, because sometimes you need somebody else to tell you what you already know, or to confirm what you already know, because sometimes I forget. You know what I mean? But I definitely appreciate it, bro. I appreciate you, reaching out and accepting my my live, or chatting with me. I'm definitely gonna try to get to this place, and if you can, DM me your link to your PayPal so I can send a few dollars, bro. On some serious shit.
Facts. I appreciate you. I really do, and I'm glad to be of service. I'm glad to be of service. That's what I'm here for.
Right. DM me your PayPal so I can send you some money, because I'll go load a card up real quick, bro.
Facts. All right. I definitely will.
Appreciate it, man.
All right.
Make sure you DM me your info,
though. What's your name on Instagram?
Mr. Moody 216.
All right. Facts. I got you.
Mr. Moody 216. And I'll get that put on there now.
Facts. I got you, Reflection.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right. Peace.
Yep.
Yeah. So, see, it's like everything comes back to the way you think. It's all about the way you think, It's all about because the way you think puts out a vibration, So, and that vibration creates action and events and things that happen in your reality, But it all starts with thought. All is mental. Hermetic principle. First hermetic principle. All is mental. So yeah, I'm gonna end this live now. If anybody don't have any more questions, but I'm just grateful to be of service. I really am. I just like to help people out, because it's dope to see people who are hungry for the truth, and to be able to have knowledge. Just like I feel it's my duty to share with people, So that's facts. Let me see if I could get this. I'm try to build with a reflection.
What's going on, good brother?
Yo, what up? Where you at?
What's good? I'm on the porch right now, man. But
I can't see you.
Can't see me. Hold on, give me a second, man. Good.
There you go.
There you go. I just wanted to let people know, man, that you're an inspiration to some of us, man, and you've truly helped me and mine out. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to let the people out there know that just an inspiration. You and yours have been more than informative. You know what I mean? It's a good thing, man. And we support you 100%.
I'm grateful. I'm truly grateful for that. I love hearing that, and I'm just grateful that I could be of service, because if I'm not of service, and it's like, it doesn't give me purpose, So I feel good having purpose. and that it's helping. Now my purpose is helping somebody else.
Facts, man. And we appreciate you, man. We really do, man.
Facts.
All right. You have a great
All
night,
right.
man. I'll be talking to you soon.
All
All
right.
right, good
Peace.
brother. Peace to you, Reflection.
All right. All right. So that's it. I gotta go. But I'll see you guys next time. We shall meet again. All right. Hit me up in the inbox, like I said. Peace.